Hello and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. Pull up a chair, get cozy by the virtual fire, and let's see what we've got for you this afternoon. I'm just going to start with the High Priestess deck, as usual, just to give us a little bit of a indication of where we might be going. Pisces coming out, 12th house. Oh, there's a strange noise there. Not sure what it was. Got the number 6, which is potentially the 6th house or the 6th of the month. I've got my little houses cheat sheets here. I'm now learning the houses because, as I've said before, I am learning. So this is possibly to do with health or physiological issues, the state of your body or our body or the collective's body. So, okay, you might be concerned with health issues. Got Rooster, the year of the Rooster coming out there. The next one's 2027, the last one was 2017. Or it's to do with somebody born in the year of the Rooster, so 57, 69, 81, 93, 2005, or not 2017, they'd be pretty young, wouldn't they? Now, present. So this is something that's happening now in the present, so okay. With someone, so I'm taking it as it's somebody who's born in the year of the Rooster, or something significant happened in the year of the Rooster. Also got the year of the Ox, which is 61, 73, 85, 97, 2009, 2021. So this is possibly something to do with an ox and a rooster, and something to do with the health. That's the one that wants to come out. Got East Coast. Sorry, I should hold them a bit closer. Oh, I didn't stick my light on. Hang on, I didn't stick my light on. Oh, you'll need to excuse me, I'm in black ninja gear. We're going to the gym later, so. I look like the Milk Tray Man, if anybody remembers who that was. Right. Right, got the East Coast. So the East Coast, well, Scotland is Edinburgh, Fife, up and down, London. Or the East Coast, wherever we are, 8. 8th house. 8th house is not great. That's the hated of all houses. It's fears, taboos, worries, anger, emotions, relationships you need to walk away from. Okay, so maybe there's a relationship that's affecting your health. And we had wedding fly out. So this is possibly somebody you're married to, or were married to. Gosh, they just keep flying out of the board every single time. I need to move it in here. I've got a Divine Feminine. So we've got the numbers 6 and 8 coming out. The year of the Rooster, the year of the Ox, Pisces, and the East Coast. And I've now got 0 coming out. So 0, 6, and 8. 86, 68, 60, 80. 6 months is June, 8 months is August. Common month to get married in. Letter T coming out. I've got Divine Intervention, which flew onto the floor. And that's coming out right next to the now in the present. So there's some divine intervention happening now in the present. Which is funny because T and naught have come out together, and T naught is typically defines the starting point, like T naught is now kind of thing. No, that's too many. not those ones. That one. So we've got death coming out. Doesn't mean, like the death card, it doesn't mean to need to mean, so I've just finished work. My brain's not working. It doesn't mean need to mean death. It can also just mean death and rebirth, so the end of something. So it can be the end of a relationship, the end of something you're married to. So we've got T, E-T. T-E. Did E.T. come out in 1981? Was it 1980? Was it 82? Curious, just because E.T.'s got to come out in it. We've got Year of the Rooster there, which is interesting. E.T.'s a film for those that aren't aware of that. Right. I'm going to take out a single romance and love card just to give us a little steer. I might take out more. We'll see. Attraction. You're attracting the right persons at the right time into your life. Okay. Inevitably, I'm going to take another one. Twin flame. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. That just ends something getting burnt as far as I'm concerned, but don't listen to my cynical view. An unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. Absolutely. So just a twin flame coming out in there. Careful you don't get burned, and then it's like, don't overlook the red flags. Absolutely. Okay. So just kind of, attraction is all great and well. If you identify somebody as your twin flame, that's all great and well. But just don't get so kind of high up in the clouds that you kind of don't acknowledge or challenge red flags. It's all very well to spot them, but you know, actually digging into them deeper can be, and that doesn't just necessarily mean somebody else's red flags, it can mean our own red flags. I'm gonna ring my wee Tibetan bell. Oops. Do you want to start with these? Yeah, let's start with these today. This is the Broken Mirror Oracle deck. Intimacy, passion, coming into union, chemistry, missing you. Okay, oops. Burning sage is all good and well, but it gets like little tiny ash things everywhere. Ash things? Ash. Just ash, not things. Ash particles. Slightly bigger than particles. Unemployed, broke, fired, living beyond their means. Okay. That's interesting. Distractions, temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. So I'm getting the feeling that if this was somebody you were married to or perhaps engaged to or you're planning to marry and it ended, which is what I'm getting here, and possibly ended in the year of the ox, which is 2021 maybe, or 2009, or more recently than that. I get the feeling that they were maybe just a little, the energy I'm getting is that they were very self-absorbed, and I get the feeling that maybe you were the only one in the relationship. It was maybe a little one-sided. I mean, that's a little harsh, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Yeah, which kind of leads into that love can be blind card. It can take us a long time to... I can't make it up. Spotlight, limelight, audience, self-absorbed. This person liked to be the center of attention. They were self-absorbed, selfish. I'm getting a very entitled energy coming through as well. Oh, this person doesn't feel nice. Infatuation, denial, obsession, attraction. So again, we had attraction come out here as well. And I think maybe that you ignore, I'm guessing from this unseen card, I think maybe that the red flags were just Because there's a difference between being independent and then just not caring about the other person. Yes, secretive, sneaky, mysterious, and hiding information. This person did not show you who they truly were. But I think you were infatuated. Or certainly deeply attracted and just kind of ignored it. Which is always to our detriment, right? No contact. Block, silent treatment, cut off or cut all communication. So you're no longer in contact with this person. So, if this is someone you married, almost married, or were married to, and you're no longer in contact, why is this coming up now? Okay. So let's find out. Let's, oh, I didn't bring out another oracle deck. Okay, let's go for a line of love oracle cards then. Oops. Hang on. I just want to make sure it's still recording. Yeah, it is. I minimized the screen by accident. So this is the Love Oracle deck. Took me ages to figure out what this one was called and find it on Amazon. Okay, tell me about this intimacy, passion coming into union, chemistry missing you. Oops. Well, that one's upside down, whatever it is. I need my spectacles for this one. Spectacles on. Got heartbroken in reverse. Deeply sad, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning in reverse. So that one's got chemistry missing you. You're over this. Whoever this is, you're over them. You were missing them at some point. Not anymore. So again, why is this reading coming up? Sunglasses. Unemployed. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Unemployed. Broke, fired, living on top of broke, fired, living beyond their means. Okay, it's possible that this person's looking to come back in because they're not at a good place in their life. The chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue, temptation always kept you waiting. So if somebody's hot and cold, not paying you attention, it can trigger that insecurity within us, and we can end up kind of almost being pulled into a chaser dynamic, especially if the other person's a bit of a runner. Even if you're not, don't define yourself as codependent, it's so easy if when you're absolutely infatuated with someone to suddenly like panic. There's a change in energy. So under this self-absorbed person, we've got sadness, missing you, which is their energy I got here as well. Thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Yeah, this person's future is dicey, but they're selfish and self-absorbed. So, you know, so what? That's their problem. A collective. Sorry, I should be impartial. Stabbed, no, not impartial at all. Stabbed in the back. So under infatuation, which was your energy, we've got stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. And given that secretive, sneaky, and mysterious and hiding information came out, now no contact, I'm guessing at some point there was some kind of stab in the back. So we've got abundance here coming out on top of secretive. Keep a positive mind, manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss, on top of sneaky, mysterious, and hiding information. So did this person give the appearance of being abundant? Might have even just given the appearance of being a positive person. But lots of people wear masks. No contact. And on top of no contact, you've got the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, so this person maybe cheated. They definitely were a snake. They're now blocked. Regardless, they're now blocked or the silent treatment. Or maybe they blocked you and cut off call community. Maybe they just disappeared. I mean, even if you've been with somebody a long time, they can just ghost you. I mean, that has never happened to me, but sometimes it shocks me what other people do in relationships or what you hear. Okay, let's take some X marks the spot and then we'll go into the tarot, and I've got the Naked Truth out to give us a little bit of messages at the end. Okay. So this is a homemade deck called X marks the spot. Gives a little bit of steer and guidance. So with 6 and 8, which was I forget what the 6th house was now. Health. Health and oops, I boxed them. Fabulous. Right, there we go. We've got home is where the heart is, on top of heartbroken or healing from heartbreak. So you, wherever you are now, you're happy and content. You're not with this person. I get the feeling that this is not somebody you've been with for a while. I've got the sacrifice and egg on face coming out. Sacrifice and egg on face. Did the person sacrifice you? Did they sacrifice you for someone else? Is it grass is greener syndrome? And now that they're divine strategy. Whatever it was, you don't need to worry. Whatever happened was the right thing to happen. Because if this hadn't happened, you might not be where you are now. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's interesting, because that's come out of Temptation Always Kept You Busy and The Chaser. If you were a little infatuated with this person in the past, then you might have just, because it's so easy to think good looking people are nice people, and they very often aren't, because for many reasons. I mean, that doesn't mean to say that, you know, people you don't consider good looking are not very nice as well. Okay, you've got spiritual awakening coming under separation. So you had a bit of a tower, and you did a lot of healing after this. This was not a good experience for you. Again, I'm on my readings at the moment, I'm getting stuff that's come out in the past. Like, I get the feeling that the collective's just going through like one big massive healing journey, wherever you are on it. And it's not an overnight thing. It's 30 years for me. Although it accelerated dramatically in 2025. Call a spade on top of infatuation is stabbed in the back. So I think whatever this person did to you, it opened your eyes. And whatever you were in denial about this person, I think you saw their absolute true colours come out. And then we've got Phoenix Rising. Well, this abundance is you. Keep a positive mindset on top of the Phoenix Rising. So whatever happened with a sneaky, mysterious person, you're a Phoenix Rising from the ashes, because you've got an abundant, because you've got a growth mindset, which is part of your spiritual awakening. So you didn't crumble and lie in the fetal position for, well, maybe you did lie in the fetal position for many years, but, you know, as part of that, you were also healing. Okay, so tell me about this no contact with this snake. I'm interested by this other woman. Oh, that's too many. Chaos agent. Right, so this person is just chaos. They bring chaos into your life. And I get the feeling that wherever you are now, you're peaceful. And because you've experienced that peace, whatever chaos this person brought, which made you feel this attraction, which was probably a hot and cold push and pull, and then you get kind of attracted to the dopamine. Or you get addicted to the dopamine. I get the feeling that that's, you see now the disruption. This person, this is the Uyoko Tarot. And I've also got the Tarot of the Divine out as well. I think there's a bit of I keep getting this kind of self-reflection energy in a lot of my readings come out, which is kind of just looking at the past. Okay, so tell me about your home life, because you're very happy just now. Home is where the heart is. I feel you're very stable. You're very Four of Wands is the energy I'm getting from that. King of Pentacles, you're doing all right for yourself. This is earth sign energy. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an earth sign, but it's very stable, very abundant, very practical, steady. You're solid in your home life. Could be an earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Got Knight of Wands coming out. Knight of Wands is facing the King of Pentacles. I get the feeling this person might be coming back in. Look at that. It's kind of like charging into the earth and fire. Could be a fire sign. Very passionate energy. I mean, he's got a flaming helmet. Take that one, how it resonates. Just use protection, you know. Fire sign could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is definitely two different energies. This is the person who's not doing particularly well, and this is you. So you're the King of Pentacles, and they're a Knight. Knight could be quite flighty. If it was in the reverse, it would be very definite. Not great energy. Can be a bit of player energy as well. And I've got Death coming out again. Death and Rebirth. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if this is the present or this is still the past. Let me just kind of take a few more to get a vibe from that. Tell me about this Death and Rebirth. Because you've got death and then you've got the spiritual awakening coming right after it and separation. So it ended. I mean, this could have been a really flash in the pan, that's it, it's not the right phrase. It's been a really rapid relationship where maybe you got engaged really quickly. It was very passionate, maybe you were very young. And Four of Swords. That's a skeleton in that one. That's like, it can actually be. So the Four of Swords is generally, it's like considered the minor to the Hermit. So it's about going within and resting and reflecting and, you know, which just funnily enough is counting top of the spiritual awakening card. Especially after kind of death and rebirth energy here. Can also mean death. It's almost, I get it because there's a skull in this one as well. It's almost just reiterating that it died and then it really died. And, you know, it might have been a bit on and off for a while, especially if you're dealing with the Knight of Wands energy who's quite flighty and can come in and out as well. But the Four of Swords is just kind of mirroring that death card that came out beforehand, which is Scorpio energy. Scorpio. Five of Pentacles. You called a spade. You got stabbed in the back. You called a spade, and they were out in the cold. Five of Pentacles is lack mindset, lack of abundance, being skint. However it was, somebody was out in the cold. I suspect they were if they cheated. Justice, Libra energy coming out. And your justice is that you have an abundant mindset. You're a phoenix rising from the ashes, and that's justice. You're just doing just fine. Okay, tell me about this chaos agent, this snake that you're in no contact with. Still can't tell if this is current energy or past energy. Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving knight in the deck. Plant seeds as he goes. Can also be strategy, strategic, someone who's quite strategic. He's facing away from the King of Pentacles. I get the feeling that this let me just get a few more cards. I'm not sure why we've got this reading unless this person's coming back in. All right, there's two that's come out. So the Seven of Swords come out, which is like lies and deceit. It's just coming on top of the King of Pentacles. He's holding all seven swords in that one. A kind of autumnal forest, and then we've got the Two of Cups. Right, this Knight of Wands is coming in. He wants a relationship, but it's cloaked in lies and deceit. Like, he's literally holding seven swords to his chest, this skeleton, which is kind of like the skeleton in this Four of Swords card. And also there's a skull in the Death card as well. It's almost like it's over, but I'm going to try and come in with like these seven swords. See if I can just come and hook you in one more time. And you're like, no, I'm good, thanks. Well, we'll see how the reading goes, but that's the vibe I'm getting. So they're like, yes, I'm a Knight of Wands. I'm coming in with this Two Cups energy. Like, I'm not, this isn't over. I'm not standing here with my 7 swords of lies and deceit and whatever else I'm doing here. Manipulation. I've got Empress. Taurus energy coming out on top of the Death card. This is your energy. You are the King of Pentacles and the Empress in this reading. They are a knight. I'm not sure this Knight of Pentacles at the end whose energy that is. If it's the same, is it the same as the Knight of Wands? Is it? Yeah, I'm getting a real strategy energy from this one. So he's in, they're a knight. Take the gender how it resonates with you. They're a knight and a knight, and you're a king and an empress. The Empress is all 4 queens. So, yeah, they'd need to come in like this. And this is probably how they came in the past as well. Clutching their 7 of Swords to their chest, going, it's not over, it's not over. I might be a walking skeleton, which is just a symbol of death, but you know, it's not over. It's not over. You're like, yeah, I'm the Empress. 8 of Wands on top of the 4 of Swords. That's interesting. So the 8 of Wands is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. It's action, it's fast movement, it's change. It can be incoming messages, it can be shots fired, it can be a whole load of things on top of. So this Empress, well, let's get the next card. That's too many. Let's get the next card. So we can read these together. Two of Wands, interesting, because the 3 of Wands just try to pop out. And what's interesting about this 2 of Wands is 2 of Wands, there's usually 2 of Wands which represents a choice, and it usually means the decision's been made. This person's holding a tiny, what looks like stress ball in their hand, which looks like the world. And he hasn't placed his hand on either wand yet. He's on the precipice of making a decision, but not quite made it. Not like the 2 of Swords, which is confused, can't make a decision. He's ready to go forth. He's ready to grab his wand and go. One of them. Between the 2, it's the 8, 10 of Wands as well. So this Empress isn't going to mince her words. She's made her decision. Because that 2 of Wands has come out in the 5 of Pentacles. This person's going to be kept out in the cold. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have coughed. I do apologise. I should have poised it. Okay. I haven't coughed in weeks. I wasn't expecting it. Right, so we've got the Empress, the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Wands. So there's some message about, yeah, this person's not getting a look in from what I can tell. I mean, stabs you in the back. And you see them for who they are. King of Wands. Who's this? King of Wands has come out on top of Justice, Phoenix Rising. Are you the King of Wands? Are you sitting in your fire energy? Getting a little Leo energy from this card. There's 2 lion's heads in it. I mean, he's looking pretty confident. He's just kind of chilling on his throne. Kind of slumped back. Not like the King of Pentacles. He's sitting upright, looking he's just looking like, yeah, I've got this. Is this you, the Phoenix Rising? In your Justice? I mean, Phoenix does rise from the ashes, and there's a lot of, you know, it burns down and then it comes back to life. So you've been reborn as a King of Wands energy. Spicy. What wands in that line? We've got the 8, the 2, and the King. And then the 7 of Cups. You're not daft. The King of Pentacles is coming with a strategy to create illusions with the 7 of Cups. I mean, come on. You see this person for who they are. Which is why I think that King Wands energy is your energy, but let me just get a few more cards because sometimes it's hard to interpret the energy straight away and you misread it. Right, okay, so this is the Tarot of the Divine. Okay, tell me about this King of Pentacles and this person coming in, clutching their Seven of Swords to their chest, like almost like, oh, you can't see this lies into deceit that I'm holding so tightly to my chest because I'm so secretive and sneaky. I'm not going to tell you about my motives. And you're like, yeah, I know about your Seven of Cups. You're all right. Empress again. Double Empress. More Taurus energy. You are standing on business. She looks so chill as well. Both of them have got their eyes closed. Both of them are looking down. They're both really, really chill. You're just like, yeah, I see you. I see your Seven of Swords clutched to your chest. I see you're a skeleton. This is over. What do you want? Four of Cups. Yeah. That's on top of the Two of Cups. You are rejecting whatever this Knight of Wands is coming in with. I don't know why they're resurfacing. I imagine that it was fairly whatever I was gonna say, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Three of Cups. On top of the Three of Empress, double three. On top of Death, which is 13. 13, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3, 3. So the Empress is celebrating. Is the Empress feeling ever so slightly smug here? Are you feeling... it's not smug, sorry, that's not the right word. There's another word for it. Is the Empress feeling... satisfied with her life choices? There's another way to word it. Because this person's not in a great place, and you are solid, stable King of Pentacles, double Empress energy here. And you're just living life with your friends, just having a great time in this Three of Cups energy. And you're like, you're not even paying attention to that cup. It's behind them outside the window looking in. There's a little cup on the window and Three Cups are in front of them and that Four of Cups. And he's just like, yeah, I'm just looking at my Three Cups. They're all full. There's the Three Cups. I'm having a great time. I don't know what you're doing with this fourth cup behind my back, but I don't want it. Got the Wheel of Fortune on top of the Eight of Wands. Karma. Karma. Wheel of Fortune turned on top of the Eight of Wands. That's fast action. You moved on. You made the decision to move on. Hanged Man. Hanged Man. On top of the Two of Wands, that's enlightenment. It's really cute. She's holding her hands like that and a little heart in that. And she's upside down. The heart's upside down. You probably can't see it. It's too small, but it's really sweet. I think you had some enlightenment. It made it very easy to make this, oops, Two of Wands decision here. Which is funnily enough calling under a spade a spade. You don't see this person any differently from the first time. Like, it's not like the passage of time has suddenly made you feel a bit softer about this person, made you nostalgic. You see this person for who they are. You see them for what they did, and you know there's no going back. So I don't know why they're kind of like coming in with this strategy of illusion and lies and deceit. I mean, you've got the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords bookmarking this middle line here. Nine of Swords. Top of the King of Wands. So who's stressed? Who's anxious? That King of Wands doesn't look anxious. So is this Knight's energy? Are they anxious about approaching you? I mean, they're going super slow than the Knight of Pentacles. Although the Knight of Wands is pretty fiery, to be fair. Hierophant. More Taurus energy. Serious Taurus energy coming out in this. Two Empresses and a Hierophant. getting it's very earthy fire. It's like earth and fire signs. So the earth signs again are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know why I put that back. So I hadn't really like gone to the next line yet. I was still kind of assessing the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is on top of the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, which did I call it the Seven of Wands earlier? I meant, if I did, I apologise. I meant to call it the Seven of Cups. The Hierophant sees right through this. The Hierophant's got wisdom. They're in a position where, you know, they've learned their lessons. They can see. They know not to go back. And that's making this person anxious. It's putting them in the Nine of Swords because they know that, I mean, they might want money if they're unemployed and fired and living beyond their means. Or maybe they're just somebody who lives beyond their means. Maybe they've got this kind of spending addiction. Queen of Cups, no, Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, sorry. Queen of Coins in this deck, but abundant. I'm not going to hold it up. She's pretty naked. But she's holding up a pentacle and she's kind of, there's kind of a snake around her though. Bit of a Garden of Eden feel to this. But that's the Queen to the King. Again, this is all your energy. King of Pentacles, Empress, Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely solid. You couldn't get a better card than Home is where the heart is. I'm a Taurus as well, so you know, for me, my stability, my home, my safe space is absolutely important to me, and having stability in the future as well. So I've got Justice coming out as well. It's funny that the only you've got the King of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you are absolutely solid, and it's just kind of like drowning this little Seven of Swords here, this little weak skeleton. It's just like, I'm coming in with my Seven of Swords, and you're like, do you know who? It's all I get the energy of like, do you not know who I am? No, go away. We've got Justice here, Libra energy. So, with Justice come out before, didn't we? Didn't we? Didn't we? Was that a reading I did earlier for myself? I thought with Justice come out. Oh, maybe we didn't. Was that Justice there? Yeah, that's Justice there. So with Justice come out here on top of Phoenix Rising. Double Justice. Double Empress, double Justice. Justice is Libra energy. So, you giving this person Four of Cups treatment is Justice. Just turning your back. Not interested. Absolutely not interested in this person want to rekindle anything. Again, that's your Justice for whatever happened here in the past and this previous Justice, which was you, Phoenix Rising from the Ashes. You didn't crumble. You didn't... I mean, I'm sure it was hard, but you just picked yourself up by the bootstraps and you just kept going and you healed from whatever it was. So, okay. It's kind of a bit of repetition coming out in this deck. So double Justice, double Taurus, the King, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, underneath the Three of Cups and the Empress, and Death. Death and rebirth leads to abundance. Again, that's your Justice. And if this person isn't doing so well, I suspect they have ulterior motives. Oh, Two of Cups. Again, Two of Cups. This one's got a much nicer vibe to it, though. This one's got a much nicer vibe to it. Oh, I really like this card. It's a lovely image. Two of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. It's on top of the Wheel of Fortune. That just tells me you're moving on. The Wheel of Fortune's turning. You're moving on. You're looking for... You're either in a new relationship or you're looking for a new relationship. But it's not with this person. And if you are single, maybe this person heard you were single and thought, well, that's easy. You know, we're both single. And you're just like, no, thanks. I'd rather be alone. Not everybody needs to be in relationships. Page of Wands in the reverse on top of the Hanged Man. lack of communication, lack of creative spark, lack of young energy. There's no spark. Why is there no spark? Because this feels like a new relationship. Okay, let's just clarify that. Page of Wands, please. Eight of Pentacles. See, Eight of Pentacles is normally, right, a really nice, positive card. Because it's, the 7 is investing and planting your seeds and watching them grow. The 8 is them growing. And it's about mastering your craft, becoming an expert at something, working on it. It can be your job. And then the 9 is independent, abundance and wealth. And then the 10 is, you know, ultimate abundance, with usually with someone else. Or, you know, a lot of money. This one, I don't know if you can see that card. There's a number of swans, only 6, strangely, kind of flying behind her. And she's making pentacles out of thorns, like rose thorns. And her feet and hands are bloody. And she's got tears streaming down her face. So whatever this hard work was, it literally was blood, sweat and tears. Whatever you were working on was blood, sweat and tears. Mastering your craft was blood, sweat and tears. So getting over this was really hard. Because we've got abundance, Phoenix rising, with justice, the King of King of Wands. So you got out of your King of Pentacles energy and you got into your fire energy. Which that 2 of Wands, once you made your decision, I mean, you can see the sky, the colour of the sky, and that is red, that is absolute fire. Also root chakra, your root chakra there. It's alright, I'm just not getting these last 2 cards. There's blood, sweat and tears coming over that, but why is there no spark here? Because this 2 of Cups feels really positive. Are you enlightened about the past relationship that the spark is dead? There's no spark. Because it's coming under the stabbed in the dark and the infatuation. I think if this 2 of Cups hasn't come in yet, and it's going to come in, it doesn't need to be romantic. I think it's going to show you what a good relationship should be. How equal give and take should be. And I think you're going to have a realisation, because it's on top of the Hanged Man, which is enlightenment, which is about this 5 of Pentacles, that this Page of Wands, lack of spark, lack of new beginning, lack of young energy in this old relationship is not how it should be. You shouldn't be blood, sweat and tears. You shouldn't leave your hands and feet bloody and in pain and sore. Shouldn't be hard work. And don't get me wrong, everybody needs to work to maintain a relationship, but it shouldn't come at the cost of your 6th house, your health and well-being. Yeah, that's why the 6 came out. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. I mean, since the Empress is out here twice, I think you went through pre-Empress and onto, but you're in the 9 of Pentacles, which is on top of the Hierophant, which is all just Pentacle. There's so many Pentacles and like Taurus energy in here. If you're a Taurus, then this is definitely for you. Or you're a very earthy, stable, or you've got Taurus somewhere in your chart, you've got an earth sign somewhere in your chart, because you're very stable, very solid. You're someone whose strength comes from having a stable, peaceful home life. I mean, I know it can't always be peaceful, but that's the energy I get here. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles is a really nice. So I went from the 8 of Coins to the 9 of Coins. So it was blood, sweat and tears, to a very happy person sitting in his abundant field with his half watermelon, and he looks happy. So the blood, sweat and tears is over, and it's gone from the 8 to the 9, which is growth. Well, that's nice. So let's see if we can find a little bit about this 2 of Cups. Tell me about the Two of Cups. I do get the feeling this is a new energy that then shows you, oh, oh no, the deck's the right way up. Okay, the Devil is in reverse, which is excellent. So that's not, it's not a toxic relationship, it's also letting go of passive. I mean, the thing is, right, if you're with somebody who has toxic behaviours, they can bring out toxic behaviours in you almost as a reaction to that. Or, you know, if you're with someone who didn't demonstrate those toxic behaviours, you wouldn't have them, is kind of what I'm trying to say. So this person doesn't bring out your shadow side. There's no codependency here, there's no obsession, there's no possession, there's no control, and it feels like a really lovely balanced relationship with this Devil in reverse. It's maybe helping you heal as well. Is that a different reading? Oh, that was a reading I did for myself earlier where the star came out. Page of Wands. Which is funny because the Page of Wands, yeah, on top of the Hanged Man, you had the Enlightenment, but this previous relationship was Page of Wands in reverse. It wasn't going anywhere. There was no spark, there was no fire, there was no nothing. And this relationship, it's Page of Wands in the upright. It's new, it's fresh, it's young, it's fiery, there's a spark there. It's passionate. I mean, that's more the Knight of Wands, but yeah. I mean, the Wands are just fiery anyway. If it's a romantic relationship, I've got Queen of Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Absolute earth energy, stable, fantastic. This Two of Cups looks really good, really good. I'm not getting the other person's energy in it, and it's maybe a realize about, if you're not in a relationship and you're not planning to be in one soon, it's maybe just a realization about relationships and letting, not being around people that bring this out in you, that make you feel like this, which is the Devil in reverse, and, you know, make you feel young, like a Page of Wands, and, you know, make you feel stable and abundant, and just don't deplete your energy, don't deplete your abundance. Right, I'm going to do some of the Naked Truth cards, and then we're going to finish it. I always say that and do something else and do something else. I do like get a bit excessive with my readings, but okay, this past person, the past person, because I get the feeling that if they do come back, or they did come back, it was like a short, sharp no and not much else. But I think it was part of your growth turning this person away. Like, actually, I think that's the message of the story, which is you absolutely did the right thing. And you, oh, I left the Devil in the upright there. Let's turn that around because the energy feels weird when it's in the upright. I know you're my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic. I'm seeing all the signs. Yes. The problem is with your twin flame, you got burned. Burned bad. You missed the red flags. Yes, it's too late. I think you're looking for something. You're looking for a very different relationship if you're not in one. Please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling you from an unknown number. Yeah, no, one more. I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. Really? Really? Yeah, we'll see about that. Sorry, I'm indignant on your behalf. The audacity. I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. Oh, it's too late for that. Right, tell me about the new person then. This potential one, and this is all going to go. Getting the feeling they don't want to be heard. Stalker alert. I check up on you often. Is this new person? If there is one. They're interested. I don't get a bad vibe from that card, but I wouldn't. You didn't put up with my shit, you crushed my big ass ego, but that made me respect you even more. Okay. You're maybe, if there is somebody new, you're maybe a bit of a hard ass with them because this previous relationship, you can often bring, ooh, karmic partner interference. Okay. No, that was two. I'm not taking them. I'll take one more and then we'll just leave it there. I'm learning how to love myself now thanks to you. So this karmic partner interference, with this new Two of Cups, just be careful, because if this person who is blocked hears about it, they might try to kind of just interfere in this amazing pentacle and fire sign stability here. I mean, you are so beyond solid to Taurus and like to Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I mean, you can't get more solid than that. Yeah, they might try to sabotage it. But I think you might kick their ass a bit. It's not really telling me much about the new relationship, but you might teach this person. You might have both had a rough time, and then you might learn to love yourselves through that new relationship. I mean, you should really do the work first, but you know, it doesn't always work that way. So, right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Okay, right, bye-bye.